like to start by thanking the University of Arizona for putting on a first-class tournament this weekend, and certainly wish the University of Arizona and Coach Kendria and his group best of luck in the Super Regionals. They were an excellent opponent this weekend. For me, though, I'm certainly proud of my team and our fight, and certainly proud of the 6 girls sitting here. This is our senior class. They've meant a lot to the program. They've been to regionals for 4 consecutive years now. When we recruited them, it was with the premise of, hey, let's go change a program. They had opportunities to play other places and decided they'd be the ones to make a change. So certainly very proud of all 6 of them sitting here. They're great players, great people.
What kind of positives do you take out of this?
The positive taken from it, I think we grew a lot as a program. You know, our goal this year was to be able to be a national seed and host. We fell short of that, but I think our players came out and competed well. I thought Nikki Blue threw a super game. Jessica Elliott kept us in the ball game as well. The thing I take from it is, you know, we didn't score a run. We're going to have to improve offensively, I think, if we're gonna make it to the next level.
Players, you start with offensive players. Kaylee, Vic, Taylor, you guys have had very successful careers. Just talk to me about your growth over your 4 years as Gamecocks.
For me personally, coming in as a freshman, you know, you really haven't failed that much. You don't really know what it's like to kind of hit rock bottom, but playing in the SEC week in and week out really tests you in that way. So growing throughout our 4 years, for me personally, I just tried to find the joy in everything. I didn't let outcome or performance dictate my identity, and I didn't let it dictate how I interacted with my teammates, and that was definitely a growth process that I saw for me over the 4 years.
Going off what Vic said, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we're not going to remember all the hits, all the strikeouts, all that. It's really been about building relationships with our teammates, and yes, all 3 of us have come up so clutch throughout these past 4 years, and that feeling is always great. But I think the most part for me was I came here thinking, you know, my job was to just hit. And that my job became so much bigger, being a leader on this team and really bringing everybody along with us and really working on that culture that I always say. And I'm going to take away from that the growth I have become as a leader rather than how many hits or anything like that. So it's been a fun ride.
I think for me, it's shaped me into the person that I am today. I've created lifelong friends who I've made multiple memories with, and that's something that you just don't forget. Like Kay and Vic said, you forget about the clutch moments and the hits and all of that, but at the end of the day, you have lifelong sisters that you can call after this is all over.
Coach Nikki, you guys have battled Nikki for 4 years, Jake for 2 years, and you guys really have been a 1-2 punch. Talk to me a little bit about your time in the Garnet and Black.
For me, it's been a great ride. I attribute a lot of my success and my growth to Coach Bev because she's allowed me a lot of freedom to kind of work through my failures and learn how to get right and learn how to succeed. The SEC is very hard, and especially when we come to the number 2 team in the nation, you know, you're gonna get hit, and it's just how you bounce back, how you get the outs, and how you manage the outs. And Coach Bev has really taught me a mentality off the field, but something that I can also translate to, she's taught me stuff on the field that I can translate to off. So she's really set me up for a great career after softball.
For me, I wanted the challenge. That's ultimately why I came here. But I left with how to be a better teammate and how to lead and how to come in here with a huge senior class and still make my stand here. And just really what I'm taking away from here is the things off the field, and those things are what I'm gonna remember.
Coach, Arizona does a lot of things really well. Can you maybe give me the top 2 in your mind, what they do at the top of that list?
Well, I thought their slappers and short game is really what won the games for them. I mean, their slappers were just tough outs. made the plays, and they put in their speed game puts the pressure on you. Certainly, you've got one of the top home run hitters in the country, and she's a threat every time she comes up to the plate. But I think it's the constant pressure that Arizona's offense puts on makes them tough. And they've got two outstanding left-handed pitchers, but I do believe it's the constant pressure of Arizona's offense that makes them so tough.
Is there a team in the SEC that you would compare them to?
Sure, I think they've got the speed. Georgia's got a lot of the slappers and the speed. Auburn was similar to Arizona in terms of the balance, having some of the power hitters at the top and the speed kids at the bottom. So we likened them to Auburn mostly when we were preparing.
Any other questions?
How long have you been here? Did you get here Wednesday?
Yes, we got here Wednesday.
Seemed like
Yep.
a long time.
Wednesday afternoon. We really enjoyed it. We were able to go out Wednesday and get a little sightseeing in. Thought we had a great practice here Thursday, and we were able to acclimate, and then game started Friday. So we've certainly enjoyed the trip. It's been very nice. A lot of our first time to Tucson, and a lot of people to Arizona for the first time. So it's been a great experience.